blood.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Será que vocês passam sem sobrevivência aqui? Ah,
What's that?
tá bom, vou. Primeiro
No
comigo, pessoal.
traps, please. Light on my feet. What's in here?
Vou matou o Goblin, será? Opa!
The ox tenses, horns lowered in your direction.
Calma, amigão, calma. Meu Deus do céu. Tá, não era pra ser esse aqui. Não vou ficar gastando coisa com isso não, galera.
You gather nothing. The ox tenses, horns low.
Não, 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 não. Ah, mano. Vamos dar load e voltar com a Shadow Heart. Eu queria falar com a Shadow Heart, só que o jogo não deixa. Ela tem que falar com ele mais. Ah, jogo, por quê? Por que tu fazes isto? Eu vou chegar lá com a Shadow Heart já.
At the ready.
What's next?
Eu tenho uma mina que fala com animais e o jogo não deixa eu usar ela. Impressionante.
Worth a rummage?
Monsters everywhere. Kill. No, I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend.
Nada.
Yes, it was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming. Him? He was the biggest. Now I'm the biggest. An attack that took the shiny one. He killed many.
Ah, acho que era o Todo
Let's
Regenguard.
move. Open up. This is the spot Rugen marked. Doesn't look like much. On my way.
Opa, vai ter trap aqui.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Ah, o centarinho lá.
Bugger! Oh, helm dwarfs! I thought you were flaming fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you'd best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
Ô, sapão. Ali. Ah.
Look at that.
Vamos ver o livro aqui na real. Tem um livro aqui. Caralho, é sério que o personagem não sabe dar a volta, cara? Opa! 9 dedos. Segue o relatório sobre a incursão que o contrabandista novato, Enver Gortash, tem feito no comércio de armas ilícitas no Vale Xiontar. Olhem que previsto que a produção seja mais adequada aos antigos líderes de mercado paralelo, os Cavaleiros do Escudo e os Entarim foram completamente suplantados pela operação de Gortash. Armas legais nunca foram um componente grande de negócio da guilda, mas considerando a aparência de opção dele, não seria inteligente supor que Gortash vai parar nisso. Ele precisa ser observado com atenção. O Gortash tá contrabandeando armas, então. Ele tá... Você vai pra cá, amigo. Ah! A gente pode vir aqui depois, né? Então vou voltar, não vou pra cá agora não. Tem que achar a coisa ali do cara e devolver pra ele, pô. Primeiro.
Here goes nothing.
Bem ring. Tá, vamos lá. Onde tá esse dot, mano? Olha o ponto dele. Eles tomam mais uma porrada aqui. É.
Great God, Helm.
Opa.
Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done. Tá bem, amigo?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Pô, a menina tá mal, né? Tá. Será que eu posso usar falar com os mortos com ela? Posso. Não tava brilhando, achei que não podia.
You're a medium? You're gonna speak to her?
Sim,
Could you ask her something for me?
posso.
The dowry. She'd know where it is.
Dowry for sister
Onde está, Blue?
in
The barn. She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn. I trust you to get it for me. I can't leave her.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
from Eltergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding. Finding husband. Door locked. Trapped. Fire. Inside. Mirror.
The spell's power.
Ah, é porque eu não usei a habilidade, mas eu podia... Ah, entendi. Entendi, tem que sempre usar ela, que aí eu posso ficar reusando. Entendi.
The corpse remains silent.
Raid. Retreat. Archer.
The spell's power.
Entendi.
Absolute. Wants him. Slaves. Good. Fell. Dagger.
The corpse remains silent.
W deve ser aqui, né?
Looks like there's a chest buried in that hay.
Ó, ali que eu peguei fogo.
Allow us peace in this plane and beyond.
Opa!
Care when they would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you.
Boa sorte aí com ela, amigo. Vamos embora. Tem um esconderijo de jantarinho ali que a gente viu. A gente vai provavelmente foder todo mundo ali. Mas tem a missão dela aqui, né? Vamos ir pra lá. Da Laisel. Foda que vai ter um combate difícil lá, né? Provavelmente. O que é? O borracha tá parado. Ah, uau. Por isso que ela tá parada. Oh, okay.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact.
Tá bom?
Soon.
Vamos lá. Isso aqui pode ser útil. Isso aqui. Pô, isso aqui é muito específico, cara. Eu tô vendo.
Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mister, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was.
Eita.
You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Picassos, né?
to convince her. I pouted, I pleaded, swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Agora conta tudo.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself.
Cassius. Tô falando de
He
Cassius.
almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he
Falando de
turned to
Netheril.
stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured and shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all
Tá
its
falando de
scattered
Cassius
shards.
e Netheril. Cassius Fulho.
So I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark.
Caralho.
You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And God's is it ever hungry.
We would have doubt, so it is spoken, and so is it done.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Caralho.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
Calma.
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave. Put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts. In my might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
Nada, cara.
You'd even consider letting him stay? We must be rid of this menace.
I'm in two minds. And frankly, don't care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be long before the Absolute overtakes me. I'd never let that happen, so I'd aim for a swift end. I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could, till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind flare colony, so when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you.
Tem problema,
I
cara.
thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Simbora.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Speak.
Será que se for no acampamento a galera vai ter alguma coisa de falar?
What's on your mind?
Não. Opa, o Will tem.
I need a quick word.
Fala aí, Will.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken.
Uhum.
Then we need to seek him out and get him to safety.
What?
You see, Grand Duke Ravengard is my father.
Ele é filho do Ravengard?
I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him.
É, eu também.
Just the one. Yours truly. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. Such a rift isn't so easily mended. But it's not so wide that I'd let my own father suffer at his captor's hands.
Com certeza.
I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Menzoberranzan would have little use for my father.
Menzoberranzan.
No, this is no Drow plot.
Com
These
certeza.
absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction.
Com certeza.
His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate
É
to ruin.
verdade.
All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast. I'm all for it. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Balduran, stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power: courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters, I don't consort with them. Well, not when I can avoid it.
Dá um carinho do comprar. Continuar. Vambora aí. Vamos pra parada da Laisel logo. Cara, só que ela tá muito fodida de vida, hein? Não vai dar merda fazer isso, não? Ah, tem um TP aqui. Perfeito. Ah, aqui foi onde a gente batalhou com os caras. Ah, é logo aqui em cima, porque a gente tava querendo inventar. Ó, tem como falar com os mortos.
Corpse seems will. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Yule, son of Gara. Fellow scout, Druid's Grove.
Ah! Caralho.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Yes, Zoru fled. Left me to fight. Monstrous.
He crossed blades with a Githyanki. Few survive the ordeal. Fewer still claim victory.
The spell's power wanes.
Isso aqui é outro mapa? Não. Tem um mapa, parte do mapa inteiro ainda que não fui. Tem essa partezinha aqui também. Ah, tá. Ah, esse aqui vai para o 2. Então não. Tem muita coisa pra gente fazer ainda. Vamos dar o descanso então antes de ir pra lá. Só vamos ver o que tem pra cá. Pronto. Pra cá. Tem pra lá. É lá mesmo, né? Foi aqui que eu achei o cachorro, mas ele continuou indo pra cá, eu voltei. Pra cá? Colete de ladinho.
Anything of use?
Tem coisa pra lá. Tá. Ninguém vai pra cá. A gente pode craftar alguma coisa agora? Aqui. Já pode fazer, ó. Prefiro craftar poção de velocidade, tá doido?
You're a true soul.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
True morrendo?
You, not a step closer.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
He's hurt badly, and
I'm watching.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Useless. Your minds intertwine. You see...
Protect.
He's with the... Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What?
What are you doing? Your sword, brother! Now!
Tá bom.
Taking position.
Need to act fast. Let me strike true.
E ela não tá com coisa.
Let me recite their demise. On my way.
Down with you.
No one stops me yet.
Do not fight Brenna and he crashed.
Speak.
Vou mandar ela pra acampamento logo.
Speak. Chuck. You believe you can survive with, as you say.
Vai lá. Mas. Tá de pouco. Comida. Vamos botar o ramen também, vamos ter que captar o Astar de volta.
What's up for discussion?
Yes. Lead on.
Ele upou, né?
How delicious.
Então não só isso, tem um arquinho pra você, amigo. Bom. Mágico. Cidade também. Adaga mais um? Essa adaga aqui é melhor que a sua adaga mais um. Você ganha haste quando você acerta. Bem melhor. Fora, né? Então, pode ficar aqui também. Tem bastante coisa para vender aqui. Vamos apenas mais 2. 12 de armadura. Isso aqui dá 14 e é média. Ele não tem proficiência em armadura média? Porra. Tá.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Vamos para ele. Uh. Eu quero dar respect.
Is that blood?
Na real,
No, never mind.
na Kalak.
What can I do for you?
Fica então.
Darling, it sounds.
Vou dar respect na Kalak. Porque
My step.
eu quero instalar de médica alguma hora.
Help. Damn, it's good to be alive. Me?
Cadê o amigão? Vai, Vi.
I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my service. As thou...
Não, eu continuo sendo bárbaro. Tô aqui, vamos fazer tudo de novo. A gente vai trocar sub-raça, subclasse na real. Magia selvagem. Chegou aprimoramento, força e constituição.
Let's get going.
Isso.
Very well.
Hey, soldier. Sounds boring. Ah.
Gostaram?
Gods are watching me.
Need something?
Leave. Wish to live in more interesting times. Still alive. So that's progress.
Vamos agora. Vamos lá pra Grove. Dar o long rest pro pessoal. Cadê? Na real, eu vou dar uma mijada, galera, enquanto isso. Eu já volto, vou deixar o personagem indo lá.
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained.
Sobre o diálogo, né?
It might be useful. Who knows?
Vou botar pra ele lá em cima e vou mijar enquanto isso. Já volto, pessoal.